Hello students and welcome back to Maths class. Today we will be studying about standard identities. Let us look at a few standard identities. The first identity is a plus b the whole square, which gives us a square plus 2ab plus b square. Now what this means is when you take the square of the sum of two numbers or two terms, we will get the square of the first term plus 2 into the first term and the second term plus the square of the second term. Now identity 2 is a minus b the whole square, which will give us a square minus 2ab plus b square. Now what this states is that the square of the difference of two terms will give us the square of the first term minus 2 into the first term and the second term plus the square of the second term. Identity 3 is a plus b into a minus b, which will give us a square minus b square. Now when you take the first term plus the second term and you multiply it by the first term minus the second term, you will get the first term square minus the second term square. Okay, these identities are very important and they are very useful in our work, and they are specially obtained by multiplying a binomial with another binomial. They are also used to solve many problems on multiplication of binomial expressions. Now besides these identities, we have another identity which is x plus a into x plus b. Now x plus a into x plus b will give us x square plus a plus b into x plus ab. We will look at a few examples to see how we could apply these identities to solve a few problems. Using identity 1, let us try to solve a few examples. Now the given example is 2x plus 3y the whole square. Now this is a plus b the whole square. So you can write the identity at the side and expand it so that you know how you can proceed further. We know a plus b the whole square is a square plus 2ab plus b square. So that's what we are going to do here. So we will take 2x as a, 3y as b. So we get a square plus 2ab plus b square. So here when we expand this, we will get the solution to the identity. You must remember what is the identity, and if you can remember that, then you will be able to apply this and solve the problem. Now here we can easily identify that this is a plus b the whole square. What if the example given was like this, 103 the whole square? Then we need to express this first as a plus b. So we will write it as 100 plus 3 the whole square. So now you can expand this further and you will get 100 square plus 2 into 100 into 3 plus 3 the whole square, which is a square plus 2ab plus b square. Now when you simplify this, you will get the answer. So first remember what identity you are using. Write the expansion at the side if you want to, and then you can easily continue further till you get the solution. Now using identity 2, find 4p minus 3q the whole square. Again, you can write it as a minus b the whole square. Write the expansion. We know a minus b the whole square is a square minus 2ab plus b square. So apply that to the problem and simplify it further. So you will get here 4p square, which is taken as a, and 3q is taken as b. So 4p square minus 2 into 4p into 3q plus 3 the whole square. Now you find the square of this. Remember to square the number as well as the variable. And when you're multiplying the numbers, please multiply the variables too. So you will get 16p square minus 2 into 12pq plus 9q square. Now you can simplify it and you will get your answer. Now let's look at identity 3. Using identity 3, you are asked to find the solution to this problem. This is 3 upon 2m plus 2 upon 3n multiplied by 3 upon 2m minus 2 upon 3n. So here you can see a, both cases we have a 3 upon 2m, 3 upon 2m, and we have b 2 upon 3n, 2 upon 3n. There is a difference in the operation here. So this is a plus b, a minus b. So you know now we can use this identity, and we know what is the solution to this identity. A plus b multiplied by a minus b, it is a square minus b square. So that's what we are going to do. We will do a square minus b square. So when you square this, this is what you're going to get, 9 upon 4 m square minus 4 upon 9 n square. Now using the fourth identity, you are asked to find 500 plus 1 multiplied by 500 plus 2. Now can this be a plus b, a plus b? No. Even though here we have 500 and 500, this 1 is different and this number is different. So this cannot be. Here we can take this as x plus a, x plus b, because we have the first number that is given, which is the same. So we take this as x plus a, x plus b, and we know what is the expansion to this, x square plus x into a plus b plus ab. So that's what we are going to apply here. We take 500 as x, so it's x square plus x into a plus b, a plus b plus ab. Okay, so we get after getting the square of the number, we will get the simplified version, and then we can find the solution. Now in the previous examples, it was mentioned to use the identity and then solve. Now what if you are not given identity to refer to and you are asked to solve? Then you should know which identity is being used here. This is a plus b, a plus b. So we have a plus b the whole square. So we can use that identity and then solve it. Learn to read the problem that is given. You can see here 2y and 2y. So take this as a, and there is 5 and 5, so this will be b. So we have a plus b, a plus b. So a plus b into a plus b will give you a plus b the whole square. So applying a plus b the whole square gives us a square plus 2 into ab plus b square. You can find the solution to the problem. All you need to do is learn to read the problem that is given, apply the correct identity, and then expand it further so that you get the correct solution. Okay, now here 2a minus 7, 2a minus 7. Now again we have 2a and 2a. So let's take this as a. Here we have 7 and 7. So we take this as b. So this will become a minus b, a minus b, which will be a minus b the whole square, which is a square minus 2ab plus b square. So simplifying this further, you will get the solution to the problem. Now let's look at this identity. If you are asked to find the solution, now here the identity is given a plus x plus a into x plus b. Find the product of x plus 3 and x plus 7. Now here you must remember that x will be the same, the value of x will be the same, or the variable given will be the same, and a and b will be different. So we have x square plus x into a plus b plus ab. So simplifying this further, you will get x square plus 10x plus 21. Now here we have another identity, a plus b, a minus b. How do we get that? Now look at this problem that is given here. 1.1 m minus 0.4 multiplied by 1.1 m plus 0.4. Now here again we have a plus a minus b, a plus b. So a plus b, a minus b is a square minus b square. So apply that here. A square, a is 1.1 m, so this will become a square minus b square. So if you simplify this further, you will get the solution. Now let's look at this example. Here you are asked to show that the left hand side is equal to the right hand side. So let's begin with the left hand side first. We'll take 3x plus 7 the whole square minus 84x. Now let's look at this first. Here we have a plus b the whole square. So we are going to expand this first. We will keep minus 84x as is. So we know a plus b the whole square is a square plus 2 into ab plus b square. So that's what we are going to do. We've got 3x square plus 2 into 3x into 7 plus 7 the whole square and minus 84x. Now when we simplify this, we will get 42x. So we get the like terms together. So here we'll get 9x square plus 42x minus 84x plus 49. And when we do the operation on these numbers, we know that sign of the bigger number is a minus. So we are going to take that. Minus 84 plus 42 is minus 42. Take the variable. So you'll get the left hand side 9x square minus 42x plus 49. Now let's look at the right hand side. The right hand side is 3x minus 7 the whole square, which is a minus b the whole square. So we'll get a square minus 2ab plus b square. So that's what we are going to do. So 3x square minus 2 into 3x into 7 plus 7 the whole square. So we've got 9x square minus 42x plus 49. So we have proved that the left hand side is equal to the right hand side. So if you are asked to show that this one side, the left hand side is equal to the right hand side, look at what is given. Try to identify the identity, expand it. You can even write it towards the right hand side of your page and then write the expansion as well and then proceed with the solution. For practice, do solve exercise 9.5 from your NCERT textbook. Solve the questions 1, 2, 4, 5, 6 and 8. Those who don't have the NCERT textbook, it is easily available on the net. You can download the PDF and then refer to the problems that are given in the exercise and solve them. And do share the video. I'll see you soon with another one.